In this video, we're going to take a look on how to use our export feature to create videos and image sequences. After clicking the Export to File icon, a new window with export settings will show up. Let's take a closer look. First, we've got the Input section. By defining time range, you can choose the length of your export. Work area is represented on the timeline with green flags that you can grab to manually set your preferences. Export will occur only between those flag indicators. Next up, Full Sequence. This will export the full length of the selected controller. In this case, it is 5 seconds long. Keep in mind that you can change it under time configuration. Let's leave it as it is for now. If you choose Custom, you will be able to set the time or frame range manually. It is very useful when you need to export only a specific part of your sequence. Input type. The Viewport option will export everything from the active viewport in perspective view. If you choose the Camera option, you will also have to select a camera actor from your scene, which will be set as a view target for your sequence. You can override view mode for your sequence by selecting this checkbox and choosing a different view mode from the list. Checking draft quality sets engine scalability settings to low and boosts export speed. Output section. Here you can choose settings for your exported files. You can set the format to export into a single MP4 video file or image sequence of a selected type, such as PNG, BMP, or JPG. Below, we have the output file resolution. You choose it from a preset or type it in manually. Keep in mind that MP4 video can be exported with a maximum resolution of Full HD, that is 1920 by 1080 pixels. If you're looking for a higher resolution output, image sequence is the way to go. You can set how many frames per second should be exported. Just pick one from the list. A great advantage of Director tools is the capability to export with a constant frame rate, so your output is always smooth and without frame drops. Then there is, of course, an option to choose a path and name for your exported files. This checkbox is a little time saver. If you check Open Folder after export, a new Windows Explorer with the selected path will show up once the rendering is done. Let's take a look at some advanced options in the Output section. Here you will find a Render Passes list. Make sure you choose any image sequence as a file format. Render passes don't work with MP4 video. Here you can add extra render passes for your sequence. Let's go ahead and add a couple of them by clicking the Add button. Once render pass is added to the list, it'll be exported and saved along with the main export into the same folder. Below, you can choose to save output files as a 32-bit EXR instead of 8-bit PNG. Note that some render passes can only be exported as an 8-bit image. The next checkbox is important. Export in standalone game will create a new window with the game instance, and export will take place there instead of the editor. Use this option when your project uses blueprints, particles, or materials with time nodes. It is recommended to check this option when you want to make a final render. Here you can set how many frames should be skipped before export is started. This is useful if you experience texture loading errors in your exported files. That's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching.